One of the things that I've really had to learn over the years is how much better my life gets the more I focus on others. Not in the 12-step way. I mean, they have the right idea, but I think they do that to ensure that they stay sober. Whereas I believe I'll stay sober regardless, but I'll be a lot less happy if I'm living my life completely self centered. I'm talking about living your entire life in that mindset. Now, for example, I'm coming to work and I'm growing my company, our company, for the betterment of the family and the betterment of the people who work with me. Keeping my focus on the family and keeping my focus on the partners and the people that work for us and with us, and making sure that their families are taken care of. Put my focus there, and the more that I do that, the better everybody seems to do. And then not only that, the happier I am, the more content I am, the less pressure there seems to be. It's interesting that I've noticed the more I'm living my life like that, the more what I want, I receive before I even have to ask for it. And the job that I do, the company that I run, it can be extremely stressful, and there's a lot of pressure to it, and just nonstop, really, just always getting squeezed from every single direction. And I realized that, you know what, I'm not alone in that either. I have a ton of partners that help out. I have people that work extremely hard for the company to help out. I have my actual partner at home, my fiance, that helps listen when I'm feeling stressed out. So even with things like that, the more I focus on the fact that I'm not alone, that somebody else is there with me, that there are others with me, that I immediately come up with better solutions. I should say we immediately come up with better solutions. See, there it is already, right? We come up with better solutions because it's not about me. It's not a burden that I carry alone. But the more that we can remove ourselves from things, the better we will do. For example, if you're nervous to go out and speak on a stage or something, what is that but a form of selfishness? I mean, think about it. You're worried about you in that moment. You're worried about how you sound, how you're sounding. Is that really about the audience? Is that about the speech, or is that about you? You see what I'm saying is that rather than being nervous, saying something like, I'm going out and I'm doing this for the betterment of the audience. I'm going to hopefully give something to somebody else that resonates with them, and not worrying about how I sound. Because the only reason you'd be nervous is if you're worrying about messing up or how you would sound. Well, that's about you. That's not about the audience. Don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect at it, and I don't think human beings ever will be. We're naturally ingrained to be sort of self-centered and looking out for our own interests, and probably back to our makeup, just to keep us alive, we were focused on ourselves. So I don't think there's any way to fully be rid of it, but every chance I get, I'm really practicing on being mindful that it's not about me. It's a mindset shift. And every time that I shift my mind in that direction, what ends up happening is my life ends up a lot happier, and I'm a lot more content, and my life is just filled with so much more peace. It's an interesting thing that I'm really diving really deep into now, where I'm learning so much more about myself by, again, just making sure it's not all about me. All for just living for others.